What's up, everybody? Tommy here, Math Productions, and this video I'm going to show off a whole bunch of mods that I used to answer or try to answer the question that Jacob and I were talking about in the comments of I think it was a short recently here on the channel, but the idea was, can you take over a geophysical POI and use it as an outpost location? So before I get into answering that question specifically, I wanted to show off from Xeno Master. In the Xeno box specifically is a feature called the size morpher. It is different from the size zapper. The size zapper is a separate mod that's a weapon that you can set the increments to increase or decrease in size and then shoot the target that you want to adjust that size, right? The size morpher feature within, oh, look at it, it is so cute, it is so tiny. It is a little bit too tiny, but oh, you guys get the idea of what I'm doing with chubs on screen at least. But again, the size morpher is the size zapping ability, but specific to your Xenos, and it's self-contained within the Xeno Master mod, right? Look at that. Chubs is the perfect size now. I said in the other video I like that species a lot. It reminds me of Starfield's dog meat. Chubs could maybe be a little bit bigger, but like I think that Chubs looks perfect now. So back to the initial idea of the video here, we need to get something specifically, and it's from the mod build and place anywhere, or build and decorate anywhere. Sorry, build and place anywhere is Fallout 4, but build and decorate anywhere is for Starfield, and it gives you 2 apparel items that are in a safe in your room in the lodge. That's what we just picked up, and those 2 apparel items are rings, the ring of building and the ring of decorating. So real quick, we haven't been to the lodge yet in this playthrough. We're going to let Constellation talk about the artifacts, but then real quick segue again, we're going down to the basement for another mod, and it's the Basement Dweller Starter Bundle. It's going to give us all the initial building resources plus some that we're going to need for this experiment with the build and decorate anywhere rings. I have shown off all of these mods individually in older videos on the channel, so definitely when you find the time, go through. I have playlists separated, mod reviews specifically, build tours specifically, the playthroughs themselves, and everything that I'm going to talk about on this video is definitely something I've talked about before. Except for within this specific question, because I have built at POIs before using the build and decorate anywhere mod. We used a civilian outpost in one of my other playthroughs, or one of my older playthrough series that I did, and I think it's the initial xenobiologist playthrough series that I did, where I was built up on a mountain, and just down the mountain was a civilian outpost, and we did a little bit of building there with the build and decorate rings. And what we're doing now, we just landed on Endem. I ended up spawning in the DLC start point as well. Endem later on in the main Constellation storyline comes into play. Endem is a happening spot for sure. But look at this. Dang it. So every time I go to a geophysical, whoa, yeah. Oh, celebratory shots in the air. We ain't done that in the channel in a while. Check that out. Literally was just about to say, I go to geophysical locations all the time because if you find a dung pile, there's a chance that you can get a alien egg, and those alien eggs, because of Xeno Master, you can put them in an incubator and you can get a new Xeno companion. We found one at this geophysical location, and I think that's definitely a sign that we should conduct our experiment here. We got attacked. We did get attacked off top right when I spawned in the thing. Again, to do that, you literally just go into your apparel, and once you select either of those rings, wherever you're standing, that terminal is going to pop up once you back out, even if you stay within the apparel screen, click it, unclick it, get out of the pause menu, if you will, that terminal is going to appear. So be very, very careful when you have those rings in your inventory, because again, if you just click it, unclick it, click, like that quick, it is still going to pop up beneath your feet. So be warned. I told you, I stressed it and emphasized it. There is a lot of action going down, right? So what we're going to do over the next few minutes is I'm going to show how I'm setting up and trying to do this test, because the main thing that you need, right? You can build at a POI. No question in my mind about that. I've already answered that. I know that we can build at POIs. What I also know, and what I'm going to try to work around, is you cannot, there's no outpost beacon, right? So like when you're trying to land from space, you cannot land your ship at the POI that you're building at. So that's the main thing. I know it's not necessarily like a 100% then can you build at these POIs? Yes, we already know that, but can you use them as an outpost? You have to do 2 outposts basically. So you have to put in the build and decorate anywhere terminal to take over that POI, build your structures there, but you're gonna then have to put a standard outpost beacon as close as you can to that build radius, so that way you can build a landing pad as close as you can to that POI, and that POI's build radius. That's the only real way that I've found to work around being able to land at the POI you're taking over. I'm using for this experiment Miss O's Argos extractors modular outpost building mod, right? I always jumble up and screw up the name of it. It's by Miss O. It's Argos extractors. It is a paid mod, but it is so good. Like, you see the rocks. I'm gonna take a second just to focus, and I hope you guys focus. I'm not doing it on screen, I'm doing it with my commentary, but look at the rocks around the landing pad. The way that they mesh perfectly within the scenery. The rocks look like they're originally part of the scenery, and those rocks will change with the terrain depending on the location that you're building them at. That is an incredibly important feature in my mind for a wealth of other outpost mods that could be built, I hope will be built. I won't dive into it now. I'm just saying that is a very, very important feature that Miss O has figured out and has proven definitively that you can make it work. So I'm very excited for the possibilities that that could bring. We eventually got, because the Frontier was too big for the small standard landing pad, so we got the main shipbuilder big landing pad built in our adjacent outpost. We have our small landing pad built inside the build radius at the POI. We set up 2 different Argos outpost building sets, hab sets, one within the POI, one just outside it. And at this one here just outside it, we place inside an egg incubator. So while we get off this workbench, Simeon was making sure we were getting our reps in, right? It was friendly, of course, but we're gonna grab this egg out the incubator. We're gonna take it outside. We're gonna see what new Xeno companion we were fortunate enough to find. And on the way, just to recap again, the original question, is there a way to build at a POI, specifically a geophysical POI, to make it an actual usable outpost? Asterisk that. You have to use mods, of course. I'm not even going to get in. There's a glitch technique that you can use to toggle in and out between like the scanner and pulling out the outpost beacon to be able to like forcefully, glitchfully take over the POI. That's risky business in my opinion. We're not talking about doing that technique in this video. We're just going to use mods, specifically build and decorate anywhere. With that mod, you can build and decorate at any place in the game, including those geophysical POIs. You will not be able to land at them or use them as functional outposts in that sense unless you build a standard outpost immediately adjacent to that POI. But check this out. Woohoo! We got another quadruped, and I love these things, Class A's. I have not seen this variant. Dude's horns are majestic, completely made out of stone, at least that's the way it looks. I like the size, actually. That one, super, super cool. If you have any name recommendations, definitely let me know in the comments what you think. And as well, let me know in the comments what you think of this video. What POIs have you taken over? Yeah, because I'm always interested to know. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Take care till next time.